So, the biggest question that I get, oh shit, found a pimple. Nasty ass thing. All right. So the biggest question that I get, how did I get to 100? Um, I stood consistent with my appointments. I worded myself correctly. I didn't file a fully developed claim or just filed regular claim and not go to my appointments. Not by not doing that, creating that paperwork trail. I stood consistent with my appointments. If I had to miss work, I missed work. Um, I made sure that important exams such as MRIs, X-rays, EMGs, anything of that nature was done. Did I have to do physical therapy? I've done it multiple times. Um, I worded myself correctly. Another thing, when I went to go see my proper primary care, didn't, you know, I made sure that I let them know what happened, overseas, especially on workups before going on the initial tour or my second tour. All that training, when I got hurt, I stated what had happened. Getting hurt overseas, my back, getting sick. I caught the Nazaria virus while I was out there, and I was on IV for about a week, which kind of led to the IBS. But that was a paperwork trail. I did the endoscopy. I did a colonoscopy. So again, I busted my ass. I made sure it was like a second job going to these appointments. Um, and I stood consistent. When I for the first time around when I went through a VSO, I got 60% on the first round. The second round I got 70%, and then the third round of increases, I hit the 100. I stood consistent, with the appointments. I knew what I rated. I knew what I deserved, and I went for it. And that's what I tell a lot of people. You have to stay consistent with the appointments. If you can't make an appointment, make sure you call 24 hours ahead of time. Because if not, they're gonna see it as you canceling. Not show you're a basic no show, and if you're a no show, it counts against you. Especially when when you're going up for a claim, and they look at all of this. They look at why did you miss your appointment. And everything gets jotted down. Everything gets annotated. So you got, again, when you're talking to your primary care, you're talking to any other specialist that is looking at your exams, you gotta make sure you word yourself correctly, um, and pinpoint it towards the military, because if you got hurt in the military, it needs to be stated as such. Don't give them more information than needed. You understand what I'm saying? Also, not all of us will feel the same symptoms. So again, sometimes my back freezes when I know what those symptoms are like. I know what it is. So for a compensation and pension, I'm gonna state those symptoms. Show them that you can't. Your flexion is you know you can only bend but so much. If your back is frozen, state that. Don't go in trying to tough it out and be like, oh, I got this and everything. No, state that you're hurting. They try to make you move a certain way. Don't try to be, try to satisfy them. you know Show them that you can't move. State that you're hurting. For PTSD, you want to open up. You may not trust those people. You may have not created a, established trust with them, but they're the ones that giving you the ratings. So you want to open up to them. Um, so again, if oh, and another thing, like for IBS, or this I'm reiterating on a lot of things, but for like IBS, or you're having migraines, or your back is frozen, meaning that you pulled your back, and you can't get up, or you coughed and pulled your back. I've had that happen plenty of times. you know, you have to go to the VAER and get that annotated. Go to the ER, jump in a cab, even if you have to go to regular hospitals and spend the night there or whatever. Just go, you know. If you don't have, some type of health insurance, go to the VAER. That's what they're there for, to take care of you. So, yo, listen, my VAER, max an hour, I'm there. But you have to go get this annotated. Why? Because sometimes the higher rating depends on if you're really that fucked up. So you have to show them that you are fucked up. So like when I get cramps, sometimes when I get dehydrated, I can't hold anything in. I'm shitting and throwing everything up. I go to the ER. I get an IV fluid and I get taken care of. It is what it is. But again, that's what I did, and that's what got me my ratings to the max. And it is why I'm a combined 100 scheduler. Um, so yeah, follow me on my IG account, CombatVetVlogger. Email me if you have any questions at CombatVetVlogger@gmail.com. Subscribe, hit the like button, and keep following.